I'm still getting used to this program and how it works. Good morning, this is Nakaya. I am, you can tell my curriculum is live videos, so I am going to show up and do a live video. Never know what the topic's going to be. Um, it's Monday, and I wanted to start at the beginning for those of you for those of you who know you need to show up on camera. And for those of you who are at the beginning stages of your business, you're not quite sure what to talk about, here are some ideas for what to talk about. So first, you can get on camera and just tell people what you did for the day. Keep it short, 3 to 5 minutes. I I look fantastic. I don't care. You have to say these things for yourself. But I just came from the gym, which I have not had access to a gym. I mean, I've had access, but it requires some details that I haven't had access to. So anyway, I've not been in a gym since October of 2020. Yeah. And the gym in my complex just opened up this week, and I have been waiting since I moved in here. It's been closed since I moved in here, and not because of other things, but because they were converting equipment or something, and it just took this long. So I got the things back, the weight machines and all this. Like, I have been patchworking workout routine from the beginning, and it's not been consistent. So I'm super excited about feeling the way I like to feel in my body. And these days I need a gym. Yoga used to work for me. These days it's gym and some other things. So whatever you need to do to take care of yourself, to keep your energy up, to keep your mind clear, do those things. Make it a priority. Make a commitment to yourself to do those things. That can be something that you can teach to other people as you figure out what it is that you really like to do, how you make it fit into your schedule. If you have a difficult schedule to add things into, these are all things that you can share with people. You can also take the things that you are learning. As a new business builder, you're going to be learning new things and teach people. I spent years being a teacher. It was one of my favorite professions. You guys are going to think I'm crazy or making up my career history, but I promise you, I have done some amazing things, and I've done them for extended periods of time when it comes to the work that I've done. So I have learned for myself that when I teach something to someone else, I'm going to use I integrate it. It becomes embodied, which means it's no longer just a thought in my head. It's a thing that I know how to do, and it's just naturally coming through me when I'm interacting with other people or things in my life. So when you teach people something that you are learning, you're going to take it in a different way, and it's going to become more fully your experience, and it'll become second nature, and you will not have to spend so much time learning that thing anymore. You will be able to advance to the next thing, and then you can pass your tools on to the people coming up behind you. There are always people coming up behind us. This is something I have been told for years, and I understood it intellectually, but it wasn't until I started intentionally sharing. I've always been excited to share information with people. If you dig up some of my friends in the past, they might tell you I share too much, like overwhelm people with information. I'm going to set my timer here because I don't want to talk to you guys forever today, which if you've been watching me for a while, you know I can do. It wasn't until I realized that there was value in the information that I was sharing, and people were actually, if they were applying it in their situations, people were actually experiencing change. So there will always be people who are somewhere steps behind us wanting to learn something that we know. So give the information, like pass the information down. Share what you're learning as you're learning it. At some point, you will develop such mastery with whatever it is that you've whatever knowledge base you've built, that you can charge for it. And there's nothing wrong with charging for it. There's nothing wrong with getting money in exchange for your skills and your service and your capacity to help make change in somebody else's life. While we are developing the skill, there's nothing wrong with giving it away. You know, it's a way of like practicing. It's a way of practicing and developing the skill. And when we practice things, I know there are areas where we could get paid for it, but in general, we don't expect to get paid when we're practicing something. So, books that you're reading, and they can be technical books. If you are learning about SEO, like if you are sharpening your SEO skills, people want to know. There are so many online businesses right now. People want to know how to get their content out in front of people, their creations, if you prefer that word. So what you're learning about how to set your business up online, so long as it's not proprietary information, if you're reading something that's like publicly available and you just happen to be the one who's done the research, give a few tips. It does not have to be long, extensive. You can give a few tips, explain how it's worked for you, offer a couple of the mistakes that you made. I learned so much from listening to the things people did that didn't go well, and that's very valuable to other people. You could make a whole video about things that didn't go well, like top 5 mistakes when doing such and such of anything, washing a car, setting up a babysitter for your kids. Like, that's actually a really helpful subject. So everything that you're learning to build your business can be broken down into steps that will help somebody else feed their business. The things that you are learning in interpersonal relationships, those can be helpful to people. Even as business owners, we are still human beings who are learning how to be in relationship with one another. So you may be masterful at social etiquette, at apologies, at forgiveness, at negotiating, at setting boundaries. There's a couple other things that come to mind, but I think they require like professional designation. But if you have professional designation, then you might be able to give people more specific guidance on things that are like governed by laws. Just ideas, guys. Okay. Yeah. I would love it if you would leave comments about just an idea that you have that you could go out and record a video on. If you are an organized person and you like to see where you're going to go in a thread of thought, write it out, type it out. You can open your screen and have another screen next to you with I'm just looking at my screen right now. I'm actually on my laptop and I have enough room to like see myself, and then I have a screen over here. You could even Post-it note on your screen, or if you're facing a wall on your camera, you can have your notes, your whiteboard. You can guide yourself. I practice with that off and on, and sometimes it can be really helpful depending upon where I am in my headspace. I am just someone who likes to be able to come on. This exercise for me right now is an exercise in organizing my thoughts internally, because I like to be able to just take an idea and structure it on the go. That's a skill I'm working on teaching myself, because honestly, my arms are tired. I write a lot. Just in general in my life, I write a lot. So I'm just saying, you can be messy too. That's really what I'm trying to say. So get out there and make videos. This is, for the time being, the way that we are reaching more people. If you are good at reels, those quick videos, people are still trying to figure that out. So I would really love to see someone who's good at generating ideas. Like, I am so tired of these pointing videos. I'm so tired of them. I don't even when they come across my feed, I just swipe by. But sometimes they're coming from people that I'd like to hear from, but I'm just over that, whatever that is called. I can't think of, like, that gimmick. I'm over it. So if you're someone who's really good at generating ideas, I mean, really, that could be a whole another income stream for you, and multiple streams of income, super exciting. So let those ideas come to you. They will come to you in the most random places. When you are walking down the aisle at the grocery store, they will come to you in the most random places. If you have a voice recorder on your phone, start recording when something comes to you. Text yourself a message about the topics that come to mind that you can share with people. When I talk to camera, in my head, words are all over the place. Like, I feel like the words are all over the place. So I go back and I take notes on my videos so that the next video that I make, I can clean it up. If there's something that I stumbled over, or a thought that I started and didn't finish, which I do often, then I go looking for that thread and I try to pick it up somewhere if it's going to be useful. That is another thing that you can do with your videos. If you feel shy or embarrassed to get on camera, I'm not really sure I can help you with that. I'm going to tell you, I felt shy. I still feel shy. I feel like a huge goofball, but I don't care. I don't care anymore. I actually like talking. I like talking to the camera. I don't know where that came from. If you asked my parents where that came from, they'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. She had a hard time speaking up when she was a kid. I think they'd say that. So that's my memory anyway. You just got to do it. What I did for a long time is I recorded video. I recorded it on my camera or on my laptop, and then I uploaded it somewhere. You can do that. I like going live right now because this is my challenge to myself. Challenging myself to just get comfortable looking at this ridiculous little box and talking to no one. And eventually talking to a lot of people, because, like, these things are compound. They build on themselves. This is something I've noticed, which is really cool. Like, you put out a lot of stuff while you are experimenting about what's going to work and what's not working. You'll get feedback down the road, but as you're putting it out, you'll refine it. It's a self-refining process that happens when we do it, when we show up in the discomfort anyway and just do it, and then take notes on what happens as a result of it. So that's my tip. My alarm has not gone off. I set it for 14 minutes. I'm getting off of here. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.